Hello and welcome to Arabic language lessons. This is lesson 5 and 20, the Moarrab and the Mebnee from the actions. الدرس 25 المعرب والمبني من الأفعال. As usual, we begin by saying Assalamu alaikum. We've mentioned before who gets Moarrab and who gets Mebnee, and we briefly mentioned that fi'l is originally Mebnee, but sometimes it's Moarrab, meaning mostly it will be Mebnee, but in some cases it will be Moarrab. And we know from previous lessons that fi'l, action, splits into three. فعل ماضي, فعل مضارع, فعل أمر, meaning action, past action, present action, and order action. Now, from looking at them from this split, and there's only those three, we know that ماضي is always مبني, أمر is also always مبني, never comes in معرب, and مضارع is مبني but sometimes it's معرب. So when we speak about فعل معرب, we're only speaking about the مضارع. To demonstrate this, we're going to have one example, مثال, and it comes from the root خرج. Like this is the root, this is the three-letter root. And from this root, we're going to have فعل ماضي, past action, and we're going to have فعل أمر, and we're going to have فعل مضارع. And we're going to see how it's مبني and how it's معرب. First one is خرج, خرج. This one is a past action, فعل ماضي. Here we have it in a sentence, خرج من بيته, meaning he got out from his home. خرج here, as you can see, is مبني. And what we mean by that is that the last letter in the word خرج, that is a past action, is مفتوح. There's a fatha on it. And this will never change. Wherever you see خرج, that means got out, it will always look like that, the ending of it. Obviously the first two harakat will never change, even if it's mu'rab. But the last one is what we're concerned with right now. The last one will always be a fatha. This one is mebni on the fatha. This is the sign. So kharaja will always be kharaja. Next, we have ukhruj. And ukhruj is an order action. It's a fi'l amr. We have it here in a sentence. ukhruj minha, meaning get out from it. ukhruj here will always look like this because it's mebni. The ending will always be a sukoon. So when you memorize it and remember it in the same form and remember those sukoons and the dhamma. It will always look like this. The third and last one is يخرج. And يخرج is فعل مضارع, meaning present action. And it happens to be معرب. ومن يخرج من بيته. The sentence, whomever comes out from his home. يخرج in this sentence, because of its place in the sentence, has a sukoon at the end of it. And this is because of its place in the sentence. This is what i'rab is. Now, in another example, when we take يخرج to another sentence, as this one, يخرج نبات البلد في الصيف. The land's vegetation comes out in the summer. يخرج here is the same. The first three letters are the same, but the last letter of the jim is different. Here now, because it's mu'rab, because of its place in the sentence, it's madmum. Before there was a sukoon, now there is a dhamma. And in the last sentence, in the last example, for this يخرج verb, which is a مضارع still, يجب أن يخرج من بيته. And you can see here there's a fatha. Before we had a dhamma, and then before that we had a sukoon, and now we have a fatha. And it's for the reason of this guy here did the influencing. But what we're focused on right now is the last letter and what the sign is on top of it. So this means he must comes out from his home. And I noticed that I couldn't put the anna, the meaning. So I put it here. Anna means that. يجب أن means that. The last thing I want to mention about this example is make sure you write يخرج without anything at the top when it's in isolation. And do the same thing with all the Moarrab names. Leave the ending empty unless it's in a sentence. That's how a Moarrab should be written. So to summarize what we have learned, the past and order actions are always Mebnee. They're Mebniyah. And on the other hand, the present action, الفعل المضارع, is Moarrab and Mebnee. And in this lesson, we saw how it's Moarrab. And hopefully in the future, we will see how it's Mebnee and why it's Mebnee. Also, what we mean when we say that الفعل المضارع is معرب, that means it goes through رفع and نصب and جزم. And remember, it does not go through jar because it's a فعل. So this was our lesson. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. And until next time, مع السلامة.